Hello and welcome back to the EU xkcd Starcraft tournament. Sorry, Starcraft 2 tournament. Way to start there, Jesse. Anyway, this is game 3 of Tomo versus Woofsie. Woofsie as Zerg, this time Tomo as Protoss. It is currently one game apiece, so this is the final and deciding game. Now, I was wrong in what I said before about Tomo. I was calling him a platinum player. I've just found out last night after playing him that he's in fact a diamond player, which makes the difference between him and Woofsie at gold even more apparent. Now at the moment we're just seeing normal things from them. Tomo's building a pylon. Tomo obviously plays random, but Terran seems to get selected for him quite a bit. That happened again last night. See this Overlord. He's just going to come down here, he's just going to check things out. See the second Overlord popping out. Gonna scout with a probe. Very, very Huck-like, dropping the pylon and going straight out with a probe. And if we look here, we should be nearing a gas going down for Woofsie. Tends to do that around 14 or 16. If we look here, chrono boosting probes. Dropping a forge immediately before the warp gate. Very interesting play there. Obviously, gonna go for some early upgrades, maybe an early rush. This probe here just gonna really annoy Woofsie. Gonna scout his base, make sure nothing's around. Possibly gonna sit there and pop a pylon down. Is that gonna happen? At the moment he's just gonna sit there, so we'll keep an eye on that. Still no gas from Woofsie yet. That's strange, but possibly indeed put off by Tomo's use of the probe. And of course the spawning pool going down first. I'd completely forgotten about that, which shows how good a player I am. And now we see the first gateway going down from Tomo, with this forge now up. Excuse me a moment. My throat is kind of sore. I've been doing this stuff. Woofsie clearly having saved his money for this early expansion, this early hatchery. Especially good when the Protoss is possibly cannon rushing. There we see the gas going down. Only one food late. Woofsie's still kind of sticking to his general plan of early expansions. Tomo building a photon cannon, useful against any kind of Zerg rush. Also having walled off pretty much all of his base. He's still got room to move out himself if needs to, but it will funnel all the Zerg into cannon range. Here we see this probe finally being chased off by Woofsie. We pop up, we see nothing coming out of there just yet, doesn't have the gas. We see he's about to pop a queen out. Come down here. Popping out a few lings from here, could maybe do with a few more drones. But obviously one in the early defence in case Tomo tries anything like this. The going at the moment 3 gate with 2 cannons, 3 cannons going down, and still chrono boosting those probes, I believe. If we look here, an army quickly building up. Tomo, in fact, wasn't trying cannon rushing, was scouting just in case of an 8 pull from Woofsie, which is probably the reason for these cannons here. Forge is getting the upgrade, the level 1s. I really must apologise for my throat, it is terrible today at the moment. Seeing another pylon going down. 1, 2, still only 3 gates up, yep. 3 cannons. Go back here, we see these Zerglings still just kind of hanging around. We see a queen at this pace now, lots more drones, very nice to see. Drones here, queen here, still only the 1 gas. But that could change later. This drone here, not doing anything at all, is going to put that gas in. That's what I would have expected earlier on. And we get the speed boost coming from the spawning pool. Doing a little bit of scouting with these Zerglings. Maybe an early push will completely fail against these cannons and zealots. Cybernetics core going down, researching the warp gate upgrade, so important, and a Stargate coming down from Tomo, looking for some early air advantage. Now both of these gas going down as well. Woofsie obviously looking at a gas heavy build. We could see the Hydralisk den popping out. Interesting. This was pre sorry, my words are useless. This was pre 1.12 patch, the patch that came out today or yesterday, and so those Hydras still really a viable choice against anything. Speedling's now going to break down these rocks, allow for a quicker rush from Woofsie's base to Tomo's. Tomo supply blocking himself, but promising that he doesn't do it sober. He is, of course, or he did spend 5 hours drinking before these games happen. It's quite possibly he's still drinking as that happens. Both these Stargates popping out, going to pop out Phoenixes. Phoenixes are quite a nice unit. This warp gate nearly finished. Very useful. There's a kind of... I tend to see them as anti-air. Very good harass unit. Come in here, pick up the drones, blow them all to bits. See, nothing coming out of there. Anything else coming out of the pool at the moment? Just really popping out Speedlings and Hydras. Now is he going to make a move with this large army? Still not sure it's going to work against here. Could maybe be Baneling busting instead. That would work. Gateway's now morphing to warp gates. He's going to be able to warp in those units anywhere near a pylon. Nice little control of this Selnaga watchtower with one Speedling, just to make sure Tomo's not moving around this way or taking these expansions. And we see moving out now from Tomo. The mostly Zealot army at the moment with 3 Stalkers. Perhaps, yep, setting up an expansion. But this is quite a large amount of Zerglings now. We've nearly got the full page of them, followed by some more Hydras and more Hydras down here, and plenty more Speedlings. This army is looking quite nice, and it's going to come and harass these, and really this army is not going to stand up to this at all. So they're just going to come down here and attack this expansion, stop it from going up. Could maybe do with fighting off these units first, however. But that expansion goes down, they're now going to come up, going to try and get the surround on the Zealots. It's going to bring them back into range of the photon cannons, and these Phoenixes are going to come out, they're going to take the Hydras down. And once the Hydras go down, there's not going to be any anti-air, but it's looking close. Really good massing there. We see more stuff popping out, more Overlords popping out. We see any more structures going down. No more structures haven't gone down yet. We're just going to move back over here. See this kind of harass going on, this gate shield's going down. These cannons are now just about within range. Could do with moving these Speedlings in, and he is. Just a nice little bit of micro there, pulling him out of cannon range, getting that warp gate down. And now reinforcing with more Hydras coming in. That army goes down. This probe's going to try putting up the warp gate again and walling off with the pylon. This army, I haven't seen a great deal of Zerg, but probably not